What's up, guys? Today I'm back with 5 tips for small businesses. Any type of business, any size business could really use these. You know, if you're out there and you have 2 employees, if you have 200 employees, those are both small to medium-sized businesses. If you have 500, 600, 700 employees and up 2,500 employees, you're probably already doing a lot of these. You should still consider them at any level. So without further ado, I'm gonna try and keep it a little shorter today. Let's go with 5 tips, all right? Tip number 1, we're really shooting for efficiency here. Be efficient. If you're not efficient in your operations yet, the idea is you wanna try to maximize the amount of profitability that you're getting with your current customer base before you go on and try and spend a ton of money marketing, to more people. If you're not running your business in a efficient way, you don't have any need to market yet, all right? So hold on to the marketing money, all right? Just focus on really training your employees to the best of your abilities. Make sure your procedures are all top notch. Just make sure everything is running like a top is what you want. Well-oiled machine. That's gonna give you more profitability than any marketing could, all right? Because what's the sense of getting more, just more customers that if you're losing customers? And when I say maximizing the profitability, I really mean helping people to the most that you can, because that's really what creates profitability is performing functions that meet the needs of the customer, all right, or the consumer or your client. If you're not doing that yet, get there. Ask them. We'll get to that part later. You're going to be asking them what they want. We're going to go there. That's first. Just focus on your operations. Be efficient. Number 1, top notch before you even market. That's tip number 1. Be efficient. You don't need to market yet if you're not efficient. Tip number 2, research. You have to research, find out who your ideal customer is. You already have an ideal customer. It's not some ethereal, you don't have to make it up, it's not a demographic. You have customers that are already your ideal customers. If you only have one customer, that's your ideal customer, right? If you have a ton of customers, go through your finance books, go look at each customer on a holistic level. You wanna see how much time did you really spend with them to make the amount of money that you earned from their interactions with them. You really want to look at in your books to see who you're making, it sounds a little crass, who are you making the most money off of with the least amount of effort? Again, I know it's not, the way it sounds is bad, but really these are going to be your happiest customers because they're the ones that love you the most. They're the ones that you're working with. They're easy to work with because they love you. They're giving you a lot of money because they love your product or your service. It's not that you're just stealing their money. You're making a lot of money off these people because you're doing something right with them. And that's what you want to foster. That's what you want to do more of. If you could multiply those individuals, that's what we're going for here. With the research phase, you want to figure out who is that ideal customer, and then you're going to move on to how do you make them multiply. But research, look at your books, go to your finance guy. You can do focus groups. I love contacting your current customer base, the best customers. Once you figure out who they are, go talk to them, get to know them better. Bring them in for coffee, go over to their place for coffee. Meet them where they are if you can. Most people enjoy feeling like a company that they work with a lot or they like to work with, they're interested in their who they are. It's not just some dry marketing scheme. It's really, you want to get to know them so you can serve them better and people like them to the best of your abilities. That's what we're going for here. Do some research, do good quality research. It's not something you can pay for. You don't want to just pay some firm or some marketing agency to do it. And if you are a marketing agency, go and help your clients interact with their actual customers. It's not just a Facebook post. It's not just an email, hey, a survey. You can't just send out some kind of 6-question survey and expect to learn a lot from that. You have to go the extra mile, go to them in person, shake hands with them, call them up on the phone. If it's not possible for you to get to them, it's nice to send them a little gift, maybe a thank you for the help in learning how to help them more. It's just going to strengthen your relationship. This is all a relationship building exercise, and you are going to improve your knowledge of your ideal customer, and you're going to learn how to market to them more efficiently and better in a way that they want more. That's not in a way that they want more, and that in a way that other people like them also want. The idea is to grow people like that are easy to work with, that want what you got, that are giving you a lot of money away because they love what you're doing. You're doing it right with them. All right, just keep doing it. People that are complaining a lot, that are difficult to work with, they're really not. Some of them are giving you a lot of money, but the time it takes to work with them is really a drain. They're not going to be your ideal customer. Your ideal customer is somebody who you're making good money off of. They're very happy with your services, and you are happy with them as a customer. You want more of them. Number 3 is the budget. You got to budget for marketing. You got to have a good budget. It should be between 4 and 6% of your your total gross revenue. That's what a lot of you, if you're really aggressive, if everything is working right, you want to throw more gasoline on that fire, you can go up to maybe, I mean, it's a lot. It's very aggressive. It's 10%. I wouldn't go that high. I would stick to 4 to 6%. It's a good, you should be growing organically, and it takes time. It's like a snowball. You're rolling a snowball. So you got to have enough juice to keep rolling that snowball. You can't just dump a bunch of snow in one part of the snowball. You're not going to have a good round ball. You want a good, a strategy that you can work with for a long time. So 4 to 6%, I mean, organic growth, you ideally wouldn't need any advertising money, right? People are just going to find out through word of mouth, through good quality products going to get out there in the market. People are going to talk about it, on their own. Earned media. In reality, sometimes that's not fast enough for a company, and you want to explode, right? So you're going to put a little gas on that fire, the growth fire. And with your budget, just think about sticking to that 4 to 6% range. It's a good range for growth. If you really want to tweak it, you can go more or less a little bit, but I wouldn't go nuts with it. And the idea is not to just throw the money away. If it's really working well, you got a huge campaign, you want to put some extra gas on, go ahead, and if it's a hot season, like heavy, you're getting a lot of business, you don't really need it, pull back a little bit. It's okay, just be, in the know. Just focus on it, and you will understand as you get moving. And if you're already moving, work within those bounds, and that's a good range for anybody, all businesses. Number 4. Implement. Now is when you got to implement that budget. You're going to think, all right, I'm going to spend 5% on research. I'm going to spend 5% afterwards on, we'll get to this, but measurement, a little foreshadowing for like 2 minutes down the road. And then the rest is really going to go mostly towards the implementation. That means producing whatever advertising you've got, your spots. If you're doing TV commercials, it's the actual making the commercial is going to be part of this budget. Then buying the media, implementing it. It's producing if it's graphics for graphic design stuff for maybe print or social media or, I don't know, Google display ads or some kind of, digital media. Whatever it is, make the ads within your budget, focus on the budget ahead of time, ideally. And then you can just tweak that as you go. You can really drive it home with the media buy. That's what you're going to use for implementation. You're going to go and you're going to, really hone in on that ideal customer that you found before. Hone in to where they want to look. You're going to find out, hopefully, when you talk to them and interview them and get to know them a little better, what they want to see, where they want to see it. Do that for them, right? And other people like them, ideally, will follow, and they'll see it also, and they're going to share it together with other people that they think might like it. It's going to be great. If you go for like a spray and pray approach, you might be, you don't want to waste that budget. You can't please everybody. You got to focus on real specific people that you want to, and I love talking to specific people. You really want to have that ideal customer in mind, thinking about them when you're shooting your ads or when you're creating your spots or whatever, your print material, whatever it is, radio, if you're doing radio or your digital. You really want to think about that person. You want to make sure they see it and people like them will see it. Focus on exactly what they want to hear, and gear it towards your people. If you have a broad audience, pick a few people. It doesn't have to be one ideal customer. It could be a few ideal customers, but it shouldn't be just an imaginary person. It should be real people, in my opinion. I like using real stuff. I like having a picture of them on the wall. I like thinking about them when I'm making stuff and saying, I think they'd love this. I'm tailoring it to them, bespoke advertising. You want to do that for them, each customer, if you have multiples. So, and then buy your media accordingly and stick to the budget. That's your implementation phase. Tip number 5, measurement. Not enough people do research or measurement. All right, they want to jump into implementation. They just want to, get into it. They want to buy some ads. They want to let's get some gas on this fire quick. Relax. All right, you'll get there. You got to grow this thing. You know what I mean? You can start with, you got to research, then you implement, and then you want to know if it worked or not, right? It's a big circle. Then you can go back and tell the research team. It's 1 or 2 people. I mean, you're gonna inform yourself, I suppose. But if you have a team doing this stuff, you're, almost medium-sized company, you got, 20 people, 30 people, 100 people. You might have 1 or 2 people that are on this team in your marketing department. You want to have some way to measure this stuff. Now, it can be a special number that they call on different ads. They get a billboard with one number on it, a radio spot with another number on it, TV commercial with another number on it, all your different social media sources they may have, if you take phone calls. See, that's why I love online, is because in the online advertising, digital advertising, you can really, if you're good with your AdWords and you're good with your, Facebook pixel account and everything, you can really see where, from the first touch point, where somebody, if they saw an ad on a billboard and then they went to Google or then they went to Facebook and found you, it might be a little misleading. But really, you're going to know that they got online somewhere and they went to your website, right? And you can see them specifically through each part of the path, what ad they clicked on. You can really see a lot of that information. But, when you get into more traditional media, TV, radio, print, you need QR codes, you need specific different things. Hey, say this, when they call in, say, hey, it's, Bob told me to get a good deal. And tell them to say something stupid like that. You see that all the time. Or a code word, you know what I mean? Then you'll know, where they came from. If you're doing email ads, you're going to see, if email blasts, you're going to see this email campaign with the services that are available today. You can see such specific information, not measuring and not taking that stuff into account and reading reports and bringing your executive team reports, if that's the case, wherever you are. It's just mismanagement if you're not doing that stuff. You got to get into the reporting side, and that needs to inform your research team and the implementation team. Because why waste money where nobody's seeing it? If something's not working, stop doing it. If something's working, put some more gas on that fire. Let's get this moving here. You want to, really dig in. Stick to those 5. You should be good. Those are just 5 basic tips, I understand, but you need to do it all right? Most people don't do all that. First of all, most people don't have their operations down. You need to have that stuff down. You don't need to advertise if you're not efficient. If people are getting a lot of complaints on your reviews, if you're getting complaints on the review sites, focus on those complaints and see what is the problem. I'll go through another video of how to handle bad reviews, but go through there and see if you can fix whatever the problem is in your business that's leading to these bad reviews before you move on to advertising. You don't want to advertise your bad reviews. People are going to start looking. They're going to see bad reviews. They're not going to be happy. You're not going to get more business. You're going to waste your money. It's going to be stupid. Go first, do that step. Once you get that down, go one by one. Just go through, work the other steps, and you should be good. Those are my 5 steps. Let me know if you have any comments down below. Oh, smash that like button. And subscribe, like and subscribe, and let me know if you have any comments below here. I'd love to read them and see what you think about these things. If I'm missing something, which I just gave you only 5 tips. Let me know what you think and what I should cover next. There's a lot of stuff out there. Marketing ain't easy. It's a big field, So let me know what you think, though. I would love to read the comments. See you later, and I'll be back with another video soon.